Hey there folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. Today for this episode, this is Bushcraft Basics. And for this episode, I'll be showing you all how to set up a tripod for your outdoor kitchen. Go ahead and get comfortable, let's get started. Now my friends, some of you may not be familiar with a tripod when it comes to your outdoor kitchen. And let me go ahead and just explain to you what this is. Now essentially, a tripod is exactly what you're thinking of. It's a tripod, 3 legs, right? And when it comes to your kitchen, you can basically set up a tripod so that it goes over your fire. And that way, you could suspend a pot, boil your water, purify your water, whatever you want to do. And basically, it makes things very nice and easy when it comes to cooking at your camp. And today, I'm going to show you all how to put one of these together. Now, my friends, when it comes time to gather your materials for your tripod, really you want to base the size of your tripod on the size of your fire. Do you have a big fire pit? Do you have a small one? Now for myself right here, I have a piece of wood, a limb here that's about 6 foot tall. And I actually have 3 of these. They're all the same length. And to start off, I am going to take 2 of them and lash them together. Then I will introduce the 3rd one. Alright, it is time to move to the lashing. We're going to lash these 2 pieces together, side by side. I'm going to use some paracord here, 550. You can use anything that you want to, really. Bank line really works well. Actually works a little bit better than this, but that's okay. This will definitely get the job done. I have even used fishing string in the past. I am actually a big fan of using fishing string. Of course, if you're going to set up something like this that goes over a fire, you would want to make sure that you really have that a good distance away from your heat or it will melt. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead here and start by lashing these 2 together. Now, I went ahead and I stood these up so that when I start lashing them together, I get them at the same height. So this thing is nicely balanced when you actually stand it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and lash this. Okay. A good 4 or 5 times on each one. Okay. So now I'll just continue on with that, with lashing it all together. We now have these 2 lashed together. Now we're going to go ahead and introduce our 3rd piece to form our tripod. Okay, I got everything nice and balanced again. Go ahead and lay this down. And we'll start lashing on our 3rd piece. I'm going to go ahead and lash this about 6 times. Okay. Go back and lash them all together one more time. Now I'm going to go ahead and just tie this off. So my friends, we've taken the time, we've lashed this entire thing together. Our tripod is ready to put over our fire. Now there's still more steps to do, but we're ready to set this up over our fire pit. Okay. All right. So my friends, as you can see here, the tripod has been set up. It's over our fire here. Now, this isn't actually where I would have my fire, but it is a very hot day. It's very sunny, so we're doing this in the shade. So use your imagination here and imagine a nice fire pit. Now, the next thing that we need to do is run a line all the way through the tripod that would support our pot. And there's a number of different ways that you can do this. You can attach it straight to the tripod. You could just run the string through the tripod and have it actually braced off somewhere else. It's whatever you want to do. Now for this episode, I will attach it straight to the tripod itself and then have it dangle down. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a slip knot here. In the future, I will have videos on making knots for those individuals who are interested. I'm going to just go place that over the top of 2 rungs and pull that nice and tight. And now, as you can see right here, I have this string going down. I could hook that to my pot and have it over the fire heating up. So why don't we go ahead and get that pot out. Now when it comes to the support for your pot, you can use a number of different things. You can use cordage, you can use chains, I mean just whatever you really want to. For me, 550 works just fine. Of course, you have to keep the heat a little bit lower so it doesn't burn. That's a given naturally, especially if you use fishing string to kind of lash all this together. Now, we're going to take our pot, and this is a West German or East German cook set. Has that perfect handle on it. Now, as you can see here, by having a cable that's long enough, I can adjust the height very, very easily. So let's say we have our fire going. I want to have it up here. I could then lash this very simply, just like so, and I could start heating my water. Let me go ahead and show you that up close. So check this thing out. This is our tripod for our kitchen. We have our pot, we have our water in it, our stew going, maybe our chili. You can see here how we just simply have that lashed up. Now the great thing about a tripod is that you can easily adjust it for the type of fire that you have. Now this is a pretty good sized tripod. You can definitely make bigger, you can make smaller if you're going to have smaller fires. But let's say that you have a fire that's quite a bit smaller. All you have to do is simply alter the positions of those legs and you can get it closer to your fire. Or let's say that you're going to have a bigger fire. All you have to do is simply make some adjustments and you're good to go. Now my friends, I do want to talk about the type of wood that you should use for your tripod, and really I'm gonna leave this up to you. It depends on the type of person that you are. For myself, I like using dead limbs, but I understand the reasoning behind using green limbs because there's moisture content to them, less likely to burn, they're also stronger. For myself, I don't need to put on here a ton of weight, even if I'm cooking for multiple people. Now if I have a big cast iron pot, and this thing is just full of gallons worth of who knows what, yeah, you might want to go with something more substantial. Go for thicker poles, go for green. It really is up to you. When it comes to bushcraft, there's about 1 million different ways to skin the cat, as the saying goes. So yes, this is just one way to set up a tripod. This is only one type of wood that you can use for your tripod. I do recommend that you use a hardwood, definitely stronger. If the wood is dead like this is, you can use thicker pieces. But like I said, I mean, this right here by itself is very strong, very sturdy. It will handle everything that I throw inside of this pot, no doubt about it. So my friends, this has been a Bushcraft Basic. This is the tripod for your camp kitchen. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Strength and honor, be well.